everyone, and welcome to day 3 of our 2948 anniversary special. I'm Sandy Gardner.
And I'm Chris Roberts.
Today, our biggest free fly event to date continues through next week. We'll be featuring a different Star Citizen ship manufacturer every day and making all their flyable ships available to test fly for free.
Yes, currently anyone with an RSI account can get into the game and try out all the flyable ships. There are 80 of them all in total. But today we're focusing on a brand very close to my heart, Origin Jumpworks, and their luxurious collection of ships.
Yes, very luxurious. And to discuss the ships of Origin, here are John Crewe, Chris Smith, Stephen Cam, and Jared Huckaby.
Origin Jumpworks. So, what do you think of when you think of Origin Jumpworks ships? What terminology pops to your mind when you think that's an Origin ship?
It's luxury. It's
the ultimate luxury.
The luxury brand.
Expecting an escalating series of luxury. You said luxury. The ultimate luxury.
The best.
The grandest luxury.
Superior.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most distinctive styles in our game, and it has grown over time.
Yeah, there's a performance aspect, I think, that's always been appreciated to it, because even in the first 300i commercial, it introduces what is speed.
What is speed?
Right? That was the intro for it, and I think even from the early introduction of the ship, they had always talked about performance, not necessarily combat performance, but the thrill of flying it.
They look fast as well, even like when they're just static.
That helps.
They have those sleek curves like modern race cars from the original 85X, and
Yeah. Well, I would.
the one that came out was started to move
It
towards
was more
that
angular when it
sloping.
was first.
Well, I would say out of all of our manufacturers, the Origin has arguably gone through the biggest change as far as the style guide.
You're going
maybe,
through those changes right now with the 300 rework.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am, and sort of reworking, rethinking the shape language. From the original, 300, which is very iconic. People love that ship. It was designed a while ago and concepted, so there was no real guide for it. It's just like, hey, loosely luxury. It had to be redone, and it's a good time now that we have the new style. I mean, once the 600i came out, that was pretty much it laid down the groundwork for the rest.
A lot of the external stuff, especially.
Yeah. Go back to the racing thing. As far as the 350R goes, I mean, it works still because it's like the 4-door Porsche car.
Right.
It's still performance. It's still luxury. A little bit more forgiving. Yeah.
Yeah, I need forgiving ships. That'll be a
It's still
common
fast,
thread through all this. I need
So
forgiving
fast, you can
ships.
hit it and nothing will take off. Right?
Yeah, and it's nice to have that variety, because I think when people talk about, car enthusiasts all talk about, this or that car being a good racer, whether it's a track racer or a street racer, and if speed were the only consideration, there would only be one favorite. And
A drag
when you
race.
talk to them, clearly they all have opinions and preferences.
It's like the M50 is like an F1 car.
I always thought of the Razor as
Le
an
Mans.
F1 car. The Razor was more like the F1.
The Razor, I always see like Le Mans because it's got the endurance, with the M50's all about the agility and change direction, whereas 350R is like, I guess, a dragster, and like it's all about that straight line power.
Yeah, it's less maneuverable,
Yeah.
but it's still really fast.
I think out of all of our manufacturers, Origin's probably the closest to real world car manufacturers in its in the way it does stuff, in the way it looks and markets itself.
So we've got the 300 series. We've got the 100 series, which is kind of the starter version of the 300 series. We've got the M50. We've got the 600 exploration and touring version, which is our bigger luxury yacht kind of thing. Then you've got the 890 at the upper end of that scale, which how would you even describe the 890?
You have your super yachts in the real world, and then you have those like billionaire. Everyone's sat at Monaco with their big super yachts, and then there's one of these things that's just sat outside the harbour because it's so big it can't go in. And then the 890 has the 85X to go with it. There's the X1.
I love the
helicopter
85X.
Yeah, it's so big it's like its own little enclosed world.
I love the 85X.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise favorite. A lot of people liked it when it became flyable, and wasn't necessarily like expected for it to be so curvy and so pretty when it came out.
The style sort of changed.
Yeah. Now, available right now, we've got the entire 300 series, the 300, the 315, the 325, 350, and those are flyable right now with our free flight that's going on. But we did say you are in the process of reworking the 300. 300 series, I think in our top 10 most populated ships, the 300s count for like 3 of them. You know, the 300 and then the 325 and the 350, stuff like that. So the work that you're doing right now is going to affect a lot of Star Citizens.
It was a pleasure to be able to
Finally
go back to it. Right. So now I'm adding more purpose to it. And for the variances, you know, there'll be different cargoes. The interior will be a lot bigger. You'll have more living space. The bed will be better. I built it originally without a bed, and then Chris was like, "Where's the bed?" And I was like, "I didn't know."
Guess it can go in the hallway.
Now, earlier you brought up that Origin was the most like a real-world car manufacturer, and that's a good segue. Thank you so much for that, by the way. To a new feature that's coming online soon. I don't want to put a date on it, but something that we're working on. Still early days, but ship customization. What can you tell us about this new ship customization feature?
At the moment in game, you have your ship and you can customize it with the VMA or like the front end menu of customization.
Through the mobi-glass.
The mobi-glass, whatever, on the actual arena commander screens, whatever. That's very separate to sort of where you get your ships in the first place on the website. There's the website and then there's the in-game. And what we want to do is combine like the flexibility of customizing your stuff in-game and put that on the website. So when you're going, I want to get this ship, you can go, I like that ship, but wouldn't it be cool if I could have it in this color and with these items? And then when you have that, that's what you get in-game out the box. You don't have to then spend time, effort in-game to go around the place and find all these bits and put them on your ship. It's there straight away. So sort of moving towards having like the equivalent of modern day car customizers.
When you go to Tesla.
Yeah, you go to Tesla or any other car manufacturers are available.
Gotcha. So before you pledge anything for a ship, you'll be able to go to the robertspaceinitiative.com website and use a tool to select, I want leather seats or I want not leather seats, whatever.
I want to have a fast red paint job on it, or I want to have satin black and stuff like that. We're not quite sure on the extent of it. There's some things we can do very simply from the development side, like exterior paint, because we have the paint system in game, so that naturally is going to work. There's other bits like being able to customize all your interior materials. That's a significantly harder development challenge. So we're going to pick our battles of like the big bang for buck areas where really where you care about customization is
like any new
what you
feature
see all the time, what
of
other people see of you, rather than going, I want to make the bolts of my ship bright pink.
And this is one of the reasons why the 300i, which was originally scheduled for 3.4, has been pushed back to 3.5 right now, because we're trying to get this we're trying to bring this system online with the 300, so 300 acts as like a test bed.
And it falls back into the Origin being that luxury manufacturer that will have this website tool to do that alongside the new luxury ship, and it
makes sense for that manufacturer.
Yeah.
300i first again, huh?
All right, so Origin Jumpworks, luxury manufacturer, a style, I think probably one of the most definitive styles.
Uncompromised.
I have a thought on it also, that Origin is perhaps the most civilian of all of the ship manufacturers, and that is this being a good thing, and not one where it's like, it's not military, or it's not industrial.
Right.
People want different things, so there has to be a place for everyone, and I think Origin is a great representative not only for the civilians of the universe, but also where they want to end up.
I love you sometimes. I got nothing to add. I got nothing to add. Thank you guys so much for taking your time to be here. Chris, we're going to let you have a break, and we'll come back with Aegis. We'll come back with somebody else for Aegis tomorrow. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. And don't forget the free flight going on the rest of this week.
So. Should be fun.
Yes, it's pretty cool actually to see Steve and Cam in a discussion. Why are you like so surprised? Thank you guys for your discussion.
Right now? What's happening?
I don't know.
I don't know. He was a fan for first and foremost.
Yep.
And also a lawyer, and then the two things have now collided, being part of Star Citizen.
It's very cool. Now get out there and see what Origin has to offer. Each manufacturer's ships will only be available for 24 hours.
Yeah, now you do have the rest of the week to try out the brand new Anvil Arrow, though. And remember to head to the IAE West going on at Lawville right now to check out all the ships in game.
Yes, that's right. And after flying all the Origin ships, head back to the website to take the anniversary special quiz where you can show off your knowledge of all things aerospace. Score high enough and you'll be able to be entered into a drawing for the opportunity to win your very own Anvil arrow.
Well, that's very cool. So that's it for today. Join us tomorrow when the featured manufacturer will be Aegeus Dynamics.
Yes, I like that one. Have fun and fly safe. We will see you in the verse.
Thanks for watching. For the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42, you can subscribe to our channel, or you can check out some of the other shows, and you can also head to our website at www.robertspaceindustries.com. Thank you very much for watching.